Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy Viewers. This is Grand Arena, final match of Week 3, Season 27. Last round was a loss. This has been a week of bad decisions and the consequences of not changing my defense since last week. I've been busy and a little lazy. And what I did a week ago was I set down a strong defense because of a particular opponent I had at the end of last week, and I haven't adjusted since then, and I haven't had enough for offense since. And what kills me is this was a winnable match. I thought I wasn't. I knew that I needed to clear him to beat him, and I thought it wasn't going to be winnable, so I started doing some extra testing. And if I hadn't done that extra testing, like trying Kylo up against Tuskens as a solo, this would have been a win. Because there was a number of extra battles in there that I didn't need, and both the Negotiator and Chimaera hold up under attacks. And to have barely lost, considering the number of attempts I took, regardless of whether or not I was able to clear his fleet, it would have been a win. And I wasn't able to clear his fleet because I needed to have rebels for offense, which I didn't give myself. Today's opponent is going to be, it's really up in the air. I really hope we don't go 0-3 this week. This is a very good opponent. History is inconsistent in 3v3 because this guy should be in Kyber 1. 8.4, he has all of the Galactic Legends. The way his history plays it is he puts one GL on defense, saves the rest for offense, but then all of his other good characters are on defense. I don't think I'm going to have enough for offense. It's going to be tough. I've got a strategy plotted out, but I don't know if it's going to work. Let's very quickly take a look at speeds. Here's his top end characters. Now looking at the Hotbot. Slightly larger guild. Lifetime banners is lower. It's a matter of whether or not he participates. That is what has been inconsistent. Because if he plays, he usually does well. It just seems to be up in the air of whether or not and how much he participates. Zetas are low considering his 6 GLs. Relics are a ton. That is not the most I've had to go up against, but it's up there. It's probably within the top 5 of most relics I've had to face in Kyber 2. The mods, he's careful with the 6-dot mods, and he's a little slower than me. Or a lot slower than me, I guess. He's got a lot of tier 7s, a lot of tier 5s, and then lower relics. And then you can see here's his inconsistency with his speeds. Lord Vader, Sith Eternal Emperor, and Rey all being sub 500 speed GLs. And then I've got a lot of speed advantages. Slow Padme, slow Anakin, slow Rex, no Starkiller, slow Darth Revan. Like, just one after another I've got an advantage, but they're not poorly modded. They're just not as fast as they could be. Maybe his Maul could be argued. There's a way through this. It is going to be tough. So this is unchanged. I'll quickly click through it as a quick reminder. I'm not going up against the Tusken Omicron again, so that's actually fine. Lower territory, Qui-Gon Dash, Darth Revan, Nute, Grievous. back territory. CLS help crew with Starkiller, Tuskens, and Iden. My opponents have not had any trouble with the Tuskens. People on the Discord, they've shown successes. I haven't. And then fleet's the same. Negotiator, Akbar, Finalizer. His fleet should be Finalizer, Chimaera, and Negotiator. So I think he's got SOK on those. His Finalizer is going to be good. It's probably going to take multiple attempts. Up top, we've got Grievous, Maul, Darth Revan, CLS, Rey, and Grievous. How did I write it down in this order? As you can see the number of teams and why I'm worried about having enough counters. And then Shaak, Qui-Gon, Traya, Gas, Telzine, and they're all good. So let's start. These are all the teams that I was expecting. I'm a little worried about the Shaak because of the relic levels. Like, this is a combo I would normally just nest. I'm also worried about this Qui-Gon because of the way I'm thinking about dealing with this. Let's just do it. I'm going to do Gas. Because I think I'm going to need Jedi Knight Revan against Traya. The way I've got this plotted out. The problem is, this is not a great counter. And I have not pulled off JKR up against Qui-Gon. Maybe I should try it. I think mine aren't good enough or my speeds aren't right. I guess that sample size is small though. Excuse me. So I think what I need to do is arc with 5s. Because arc gives me the dispel. 5s is going to give me a sacrifice, or hopefully will give me a sacrifice. This, I think, might fix the problems with using Gas as a counter in 3v3 up against this. But we're going to gamble on it. It's something we'll just have to clean up if we get into that position. Let's get to it. Clear the foresight, land the armor shred. Okay. Come on. Not what I... bad timing. Yeah, not great. All right. I don't really think that combo worked any differently than any other, but I think I just got the right RNG. I guess the sacrifice technically helped, not really. Alright, so then my gas plan was Jedi Master Luke, which we can do later. Now let's just do it But I don't need great ones. Let's just not use useless ones. Ahsoka, I think I might need. How am I gonna do this? Because Ahsoka, I was thinking about Padme with the Shaak T. And I was going to... Well, I guess I could do Cam, so I could do Ayla here. Ayla and Barriss. Because Old Ben needs to be with JKL. All these other ones are spoken for. Let's do it. Why do I feel like increasing cooldowns? Let's do it. It gives me an extra turn of calling in assists. Alright, we got 5s. Okay. There we go. We'll see if I want to, if I'll regret that later. The first match of this week, 27 3.1. I used gas unnecessarily early up against Iden. Felt like I could solo it. I think it was Battle 1. And that ended up, I couldn't clear his Maul because of it. I thought Jedi Knight Luke was going to be a safe counter up against his Gear 12 Maul, and it wasn't. And then I had nothing I could clear by the end of that match, and I didn't have to use gas in that way to start. So I'm hoping we don't see a repeat of that. Alright, my Shaak T plan. I don't trust my nest to do this. My nest isn't high enough relic. I don't trust my Padme team either is the problem. Let's just keep going. I'm going to do this. I have 3 teams I don't have plans for though. I've got Fennec, Maul, and Vader. I guess I could technically use my Vader here, but my plan was Jango. I was even considering soloing with Jango. But I don't need to do that. Just be safe. Alright, what I'm expecting on the back wall is, I guess I don't have these, Iden, Mon Mothma, Nute, Dash, Tuskens, and he does not have the Tusken Omicron. Basic because of the double tap. Dispel. Let's heal up, get rid of some plague. Alright. Basic for the double tap. Conflagration. Same deal. Let's just take out Telzine. Should have waited. Let Jango do the work to stop the revive. No, let's do Traya. Okay, let's swap. I guess this is not really needed right now. I haven't done this in a while. I should check their mods, because that does affect who is a bigger priority. I'm gonna do Nihilus. I don't think this guy's mods are great. Because back when this was more common in Squad Arena, there was crit avoidance arrows and everything being used to affect how people played. How they used Jedi Knight Revan up against this. Yeah. And how you modded them would affect whether or not it was more effective to mark Traya or Nihilus. And the relic levels aren't too much of a concern here. But the mods aren't great. Alright, so that gets rid of Traya, Gas, Telzine, and Qui-Gon. All of this is going to plan. Now the next piece is the Shaak T one, which I'm a little more worried about because of the relic levels and because it's one of the choices where I am stretching myself a little bit more. I need to increase my Ness relic levels. I don't trust her right now because I feel like right around relic 5, relic 6, with the right RNG, Echo can take out my nest. So I'm gonna do and I'm gonna do Cam. This might be a bad idea, because I'm not going to get the full benefit. He's better with... Let me double check this. I forget if it's... I know it's all Galactic Republic Jedi, but I think... Is he going to do anything? Galactic Republic Jedi. I think this portion of it is going to work on Ahsoka. But But there's Daze, there's Armor Shred. There's gonna be a little extra damage from Ahsoka. I need to learn which pose is which form, because I never have that clear. Alright. Let's just do this. This, I don't know about this. But I feel like this is a better shot because of the protection up mechanics than using Nest. Alright, let's get protection up. No. Alright, protection up again. Yeah, I don't think so. Switch forms to spell. Yeah, I don't think so. Fine. Honestly, that dodge was best case scenario. I kind of want to wait. No, we get a stun. Oh my god, stop dodging. Yeah. There was a very high chance of that. Honestly, I should have Mace for this and throw Ki-Adi-Mundi with Qui-Gon. I'm gonna save it. I'm never gonna get any courage, am I? Why did I bring in R2? I have R2, don't I? Is R2 on defense? I don't recall saying R2. Oh my god. What's it gonna take to get 5 stacks of courage? Oh, finally. Come on. Come on. Give me the right. Come on. Do it. Oh my god. Do it, Ahsoka. Alright. So I wanted to save the kick. I'm not gonna... Alright, I'm just gonna hit auto. Hopefully we can take out at least Arc. Are you not? Or I mean, take out an Echo. With Mace Windu, we win this. And if I need to change my defense. There's a number of things going on with my defense that are that's ruining my offense, and that's what this entire week was about. Do it. Take him out. So close. So close. You can do this. Come on, Pad. Oh no. It's fine. Alright, we'll just use Nest to clean this up. I still don't trust it though, so I am going to do a Cura Nest. And I'm gonna have to change my defense. Mace makes that all better. Yeah, that was what I wanted to have. I could have solo. There's no recovery from Shaak T I wouldn't have to worry about. This was an easy solo. Without Shaak T, the RNG window closes enough. You can see the hits that Arc is doing, which is why I was worried about it. Alright, so let's check this defense, see if it's what I think. Dash, Tuskens, Nute, Mon Mothma, and Iden. And again, no Omicron here. He should really consider that Omicron, because then this could be a disaster. It's not going to be a disaster now. I'm still going to respect that Relic 5 though, because he really met. I guess there was stats. There's a stat boost from the Omicron. Still. Alright, let's head up top. Alright, so the rest of this I'm a little worried about. Let's start with the GL battle. Yeah, I had R2. Why did I use R2? That's so frustrating. I was probably looking at Jedi, wasn't I? No, I was looking at there was clones. I was looking at Galactic Republic. Oh, sometimes I get things in my head and I get very flexible. Inflexible to a point where I do very dumb things. It's fine. I want to take out Finn anyway. He's the one that makes Inspired works. Yeah, let's do it. So yesterday I watched all of Stranger Things Part 4. Won't say anything about it, just that. Really enjoyed it and watched it all way too quickly. I kind of wish I had more of it to watch. Definitely could have savored it. I should have just called the assist. What was I doing there? This is what I'm talking about with the inflexibility. Pretty good timing for that, though. Alright. I think I talked about Kenobi last time. I'm liking Kenobi, too. I like how slow-paced and deliberate it is, and how it's not afraid to actually tell a story. No, that would be saying something. I'm going to move off of that topic. Okay. So now, what was my plan for CLS? That's Jedi Knight Luke. I'm taking a risk with Maul. We're going to do it. I don't think it's going to work, but I need to know. This works. I just don't know if it's going to work with mine. But I want to know. Okay. You know what? I think there's an argument to do the AoE first. I should have done the AoE first. Because he's got Frenzy. And I need to dispel the Frenzy. Oh wait, the dispel's only on light side, so it doesn't matter. Alright, we're through the protection. I'm down to 2 stacks, so let's get another stack. See, okay. Let's attack. I didn't want him to start attacking, then just use the 5 stacks of anguish and obliterate me. Okay, that worked. That was one of the risks I was taking in order to pull this off. Here's another one of these risks. I need my Wampa to win this. There's only high relics on the Revan, which is why I think mine will work. This is all very bad. I think I need to be faster. Come on, let me... Yes! Okay, maybe we're fine. We might be fine. Just keep countering, buddy. Yes! Alright. I want him a little faster, though. Because that guy's Darth Revan's pretty slow, too. Nah, his Darth Revan's fine at 307. Alright. We're using Jedi Knight Luke here. I'm going after... Oh, are you kidding me? This is not a powerful attack or something? I'm trying to decide who's better. No, it's Chupia. It's the stat sharing. I need to get rid of Chupia. We'll call in Yoda for the turn meter. Yes, let's do it. Give it a little foresight. should have attacked Chupio to start. Are you kidding me, buddy? Oh, I had blind on. Alright. Come on. Let me kill him. That's all perfect. Okay. Good. Good. Great. Okay. All right. Now the next thing I'm taking a little risk on is this Grievous, which is why I left it here. The plan is usually you want to use Echo and Arc. I'm going to be using Rex and Echo. Okay. See, without Arc, we just got to get through IG-100. We're not going to be able to get... We don't want this... I guess stacks aren't really going to come up on. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Don't like any of that. What if I wait? I want to limit the Metalloid monstrosities. I wonder if we can get the right RNG. Oh, okay, never mind. We're not going to get the Rexolite. Let's just take out B1. Please let me take out B1. Here we go. There goes B1. No, not great. Not great. Okay, we can work with that. See, that's why I had a feeling that wasn't gonna work. And why I knew it was one of the places where I was stretching my roster pretty thin. But my Gear 11 Bad Bats can clean that up. Why do I always want to make Echoes a leader? He's just going to dispel, so I'm going to call an Echo for the turn meter removal. I'm going to get some of that. Yeah, let's swap. Okay, that should be it. All right. from here. Oh, you know what? That was... Bad Batch was going to be my solution to dash here, which I now can't do. But it's not really a problematic dash team. We got Maul, Fennec, Vader. One of them will have to do it. And I guess Nute, I hadn't selected someone. Mon Mothma's Traya. I wouldn't do this up against the better versions of this team, but this one I'm not worried about. Get the pain. Alright, definitely isolate Katarn. Great RNG on the cooldowns. Perfect. Let's dispel the buff. Okay. Alright, now we'll be able to annihilate Katarn and be done with this. Just doing Malak here. I'm going to save that. Because of that, for whatever reason, that ability is able to dispel the special buff. Other, like, Nest doesn't dispel it. So I don't, maybe I need to read through the kit more. Because right now I don't understand the reasoning for why one works and the other doesn't. Yeah, let's do that first. Okay. Now we could. How do I want to deal with this? Alright, my plan here. I think we do Maul. Duke is gonna counter anyway, so let's at least get started on him. Yeah. But this ability he doesn't counter. Yeah. I'm gonna do this now. Does that take it? I was hoping it was gonna take him out. I wanted to get started on the stacks. Okay. Not great. Okay. All right. I think we'll do Vader here. Whatever. I don't think we need him, but let's do it anyway. I don't know how dash is going to be affecting things. What's nice about the Vader lead is L3 will not be dispelling the dots. Should have done that right there, okay. Ooh, that was a lot. Jeez, man. I'm not going to get a bonus turn from the saber throw. Yeah, we're not going to get any turn meter because of the days, so let's just get more dots. Now we will, though. Oh my god, man, seriously. Okay. Seven dots. But he's gonna get revived. I'm gonna chuck this at Chewie. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, this is what I wanted. Yes! Alright, and now Tuskens, it doesn't really matter. Let's do Sortie again. Or do I want to do Fennec? Let's just do Sortie. This is, we know it works with the Omicron, so this is obviously going to work without the Omicron, but let's do it anyway. Get those, we only get one target lock, second attempt. There's our target locks, some nice damage. Beautiful. Just take out the Shaman, because we can. Take out Aurora. Dispel. Okay. This is going pretty well. I was pretty worried about this. Alright. Yeah, all this is expected. Now this is the change I'm going to make. What I used to do was take the Executor up against the strongest team or Negotiator. We're not doing that anymore. Because what ended up doing would make Malevolence go up against the Chimaera, which is actually a little risky because if the healths are low enough, that Chimaera ultimate can just wipe out the tanks, and then if the Vulture droids are on the ships on the field, then you can lose, which has happened to me twice, I think. So let's play this out differently. We're gonna do the old school Malevolence counter. Yeah. Hit Annie. Dispel on the assist. Target Anakin. Get Vulture droids. Oh my god, you're gonna really be acting up. Yeah, I want to do it. Come on, do it. No. No. Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. Sergeant just doesn't really matter, I don't care. Ahsoka's probably going to come out in a second. Don't like that. Don't like that. This is... okay, that's actually good. Ahsoka may have been able to take me out. Kind of wondering why she didn't come out. Alright, next one will be Chimaera. Nah, there's really no point to that other than stopping the executor counter. So let's just get into this. Okay. Sith bomb. Everyone keeps trying the Sith bomber, like it's not gonna work. I know for several videos I've been talking about it, just been trying to find a new show, and then finally getting Kenobi and Stranger Things, and then I burned through them so quick. It's a little unfortunate to be so quickly done. I've started trying out a bunch of shows that I skipped, like I watched Santa Clarita Diet a couple episodes, and it's a fun premise, but the show around it is so thin that if it wasn't about zombies, I would be completely disinterested in it. Like, it's not funny. The jokes aren't good. It's just well cast, and I don't want to say well written, but it's not poorly written. It's just like very generically, like it's very broadcast sitcom quality. Slightly above average than that. Like it has a certain charm to it. It's just not particularly good or memorable. And then I started watching Good Place. Good Place I actually like. That is enjoyable. I had watched some of it before, but stopped for one reason or another, and now. Alright, now. So with Finalizer, he's got 4 stars. He's got an SOKR, so it's going to be pretty decent. Now, sometimes I like to throw in a fleet to mess things up a little bit with the cooldowns, which sometimes is a good idea, other times it's not. But I'm trying to give myself any edge I can when I'm going up against these GL pilots when I don't have one myself. And I think I'm going to do it this time again. Yeah. Because at least Hunted is going to be on cooldown. So he's not going to be able to do that right away. Turn meters aren't going to be in my favor, but this ship was going to go first anyway. Because it's so fast. Let's get started on Officer. We know Sith fighters on the fleet. That's always good. I should have done the other ability. Alright. And the big hit from Silencer is probably not going to be there. I think we can do Raddus. Because maybe we get to the ultimate. Yeah, let's bring in a whole fleet. Ebon Hawk is nice. Galactic. Alright, let's do that. The 4 reinforcement slots is really a relic of the 5v5 fleet era. Doesn't really make all that much sense anymore. Okay. Let's go for the hit. Ability block's not great, but this is working out. That didn't work out. That doesn't matter. Yes, that is perfect. A great turn on. That should be it. Nice full clear up against a 6 GL opponent who set a really strong defense. He is going to have no problem against me though if he plays. That's really the question. Since it's at the end of the week, I'll tack on the results, but we'll take a quick look at his roster to get a sense. You know, let's not look at the roster. We're going to look at his Grand Arena history. That'll give an indication of what he uses for offense, because we can consider what weapons he has up against my defense. So Malak solo up against Shaak T. We're not going to need to worry about that. Or he can use Malak elsewhere, like I think BAM or something. Jedi Knight Revan he has available to him. He's got 5 GLs though, so he's not going to have a lot of issues. SLKR, Jedi Knight Luke, Hux, Embo. Like he has 120 something or 130 something relics, so he's going to be fine. He has more than enough relics to throw at my defense. But you can see there's a chance that his decision making I could exploit. But he's probably learned some of these lessons. Like some of these mistakes are like I've been making, just 3v3 we haven't had in a while, so thinking it through can be an issue. His fleet, though, might be where we win things. Oh, you know what? He's probably doing the same thing I'm doing, messing up the cooldown. So he throws in Mace so he can be more confident that his Executor wins. He's going to be fine. Unless he does Malevolence up against my Chimaera and gets bad RNG. Which is not... Which is a very likely possibility. That is something to consider. Yeah, we'll tack on the results on the end of this video, so we'll be back with that. And we have gotten away with one. We snuck it out. So my opponent started attacking me in like the final hour. I caught him in the final 40 minutes or so, and I did a live play-by-play on the Discord of how this unfolded. He had already cleared the front territory when I started paying attention, but I watched the final 40 minutes and saw everything that it did. 2 shots needed against Darth Revan. I needed 2 teams to get holds on in the squad area, and I needed one of my fleets to get holds. CLS was the final squad he attacked. That needed 2 shots. Pretty happy about that. No problems up here. He did really well. He did have 5 GLs on offense. He does a GL light but very heavy and strong defense. Fleet was the shocker. what I think he did is Executor up against Negotiator, that went down. Then Malevolence up against the Chimaera is risky. And he went with it. It wasn't scrolling. I'm going to fix this. So with the Malevolence Chimaera counter, if you're just bringing out Vulture Droids and allowing the Hyena Bomber or Sunfac to get weaker, you're very vulnerable to the Chimaera ultimate taking out both tanks at the same time and then the Vulture Droids disappearing. It's something I've done myself in the past and why I've adjusted, I think actually this round, last round, adjusted my strategy where now I take the Executor up against the Chimaera to avoid that, and I'll just do Malevolence Negotiator. Despite all that, he played much more efficiently than I did. I still needed Akbar to hold, and I got what I needed. I think he threw in a mace to burn cooldowns and mess up the turn order because that is something he does in his history. He had Raddus to finish off, but Raddus and his own Rebel fleet, but it depends on how he would have used them. He may have used his Rebel fleet to clean up Chimaera or the Raddus to clean up Chimaera. We'll see how it ends up working out, but I get the hold I need to get away with the win. And with that, we wrap up the week. It was a rough week for me. Definitely need to adjust my defense. It was way too strong. But I did learn some interesting things. Finally got to go up against the Tusken Omicron, go up against the First Order TIE Pilot Omicron, and do some testing with Fennec now that I have a Relic Fennec, which I didn't have before. And Sortie, because I geared up and have a higher star Sortie. But thank you for watching. Be safe out there, everyone, and be excellent to each other. This is still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.